We're making our way down to the deepest, the darkest, the most dangerous. Welcome back to LEGO Rock Raiders.
A member of the team has been left behind in a labyrinth of underground caverns. He needs your help. Guide him safely to the caverns containing abandoned vehicles and use them to assist him in finding the Rock Raider. Take care down there, Rock Raider.
So the first thing we need to worry about is the looming threat of rock monsters. Remember how energy crystals are what power our vehicles? That fact alone is certainly about to bite us. Oh shit, there goes one of them right now. And the worst part is, we have absolutely no idea where we're going. In any case, we push forward. This cargo carrier will get us across the small water pond, and we can keep drilling to our eventual destination.
Cabin has been discovered.
Alright, we gotta be getting close.
Has been discovered.
Okay, we've secured our Rock Raider. Now who's ready to turn up the heat in the next high-stakes mission?
We have located an area with high amounts of energy crystals at all. However, there are only very small areas of land in a lake of lava. You must collect 40 energy crystals.
From the get-go, it is clear that we have zero margin for error. There are 4 branching paths, and each one is rapidly being consumed by lava, meaning our Rock Raiders need to take the shortest distances they can to ferry energy crystals and or to our base.
How did this work again?
We have just enough ore to repair only the most vital of pathways, but it's more a matter of if our raiders can do so in time. Oh, we are threading the needle now.
Ready for takeoff. To the skies!
I do consider it a small miracle we managed to pull that off, but if you think that was hard, you ain't seen nothing yet. That does not sound good. Okay, bringing it back to our Indiana Jones analogy, things just got a hell of a lot more dangerous for our Rock Raiders. Oh hey little guy, you may want to get the hell out of here. Wow, those things can hop.
We have located a cavern close to the center of this planet, and we need to establish our Rock Raider HQ there before the final push. Remember that every energy crystal counts, and you'll need every last one if you are to achieve the 45 total needed.
So this is it. One of 2 missions that I could never beat 25 years ago. Between the limited air supply, the frequent rock monsters and slimy slugs, as well as a literal lake of fire nearby, this mission has everything. But you know what? I am not about to let this one go. Let's prove our skill.
Slimy slug is invading your base.
Tunnel transport.
A monster has appeared.
An energy
Well,
crystal
folks,
has been
there's the lake of fire. Things are about to get real.
An energy crystal has been found.
Would you look at that? Had I known this crystal reserve was here all along, I might have actually beat this mission way back when. But you know what? Better late than never.
Rock Raider HQ has been devastated by earthquakes, landslides, and cave-ins, and our fresh air supply has been used up. Once we have the base up and running again, we must reinforce the area and resume the mining operation.
Not gonna lie, I really liked this mission originally. It's a lot more chill than the previous one, no pun intended. But don't let that fool you. There are still many dangers to be on the lookout for. Alright, let's bring out the granite grinder, upgrade it, and really step up our rock rating.
A new cavern has been discovered.
Oh, I don't recall that being in the original mission. We might have just made things a little bit harder, but don't worry, we can fix this.
An energy crystal has been found.
Ah yes, more tunnel transports, literally the best vehicle in the game. We are now sitting in a very comfortable position. Let's play this out. Words cannot describe the elation I feel as we head into the penultimate mission of the game. It won't be long until we finally have our revenge.
This mission is very dangerous, so listen carefully. We have discovered an area rich in energy crystals and ore. We need you to establish the rock ready HQ and begin mining. We need to collect 45 energy crystals.
The very last tool in our arsenal is the standalone mining laser. This thing will neutralize any monster, any rock wall, anything. Here we go, people. Get ready for that final push.
An energy crystal has been found.
Aw, frick, there's the curveball. Where is it? Where is it? Oh shit, oh shit. Our electric fences failed? No, don't panic. All hands on deck. Let's take it out the old-fashioned way. Okay. Well, I guess all's well that ends well. That was hella close. Okay, folks, this is it. These are the last crystals. Damn, look at all those bees. Should have called me Dr. Bees. Holy frick, we have done it. 25 years in the making. We are now advancing to the final mission of LEGO Rock Raiders. I have waited so long to say those words, people. You have no idea. Well, that was certainly not what I was expecting. Oh, shut the fuck up, slimy slug. Yes, getting our obligatory F-bomb in. Jeez, that would have actually been really bad for her if that made contact. And coming in clutch.
This is it, Rock Raider. This is what it's all been building up to. We know there is an abundance of energy crystals deep in the caverns around our Rock Raider HQ. The scanners show that there are rock monsters all over the place. This mission will be your toughest yet, but it must succeed if we're to escape from the planet and return home.
Yo, for those of you watching along at home, we've already won. Calling all units. Advance now. Let's finish this. And there you have it, the entire classic campaign of LEGO Rock Raiders. Probably one of the best computer games I played when I was growing up, and it feels so good to finally see the ending in person. All I can say is, well earned. You know what? I can't even be mad about that. The poor idiot's probably gonna get court-martialed, so it is what it is. Gosh, that is so cool! Okay, but seriously, let's set the record straight. Baklava did not create this game. This is very obviously what you would call a bootleg. Normally, videos like this aren't even allowed on YouTube because DMCA, though it's a special case because the copyright enforcers, LEGO Media and Data Design Interactive, no longer exist. But don't believe for a second that it gives Baklava a free pass here. Some of you might remember my criticisms of NFS Rivals Plus, how that creator took the game, changed a few things, and claimed to make it better. Well, Baklava not only did that here, they had the audacity to brag about it on Reddit, which is how I found this copy in the first place. They insisted that you should play their version over the original, and that the original was too buggy and frustrating and all of this other bullshit. And full disclosure, you have to beat this bootleg on standard mode just to play classic, with all of these supposed bugs and frustrations intact. Though, having played through both in order to make this video series, I can say with certainty that Baklava's changes made the game worse in every way. Every single one. For starters, I experienced no glitches on classic mode. The worst I encountered was individual rock raiders going missing in Back to Basics, but I still beat that level relatively quickly. Meanwhile, in standard mode, my tunnel scouts would glitch constantly and would eat the rock raiders trapped inside. So strike one. The second problem is that Baklava attempted to balance the early levels of the game by making all of them significantly harder. The air timer is more stacked against the player, monster encounters are more frequent, and erosion is much, much faster. Things that, in the early game, were originally designed to scare players without being a genuine threat. They now become a genuine threat in standard mode. Way to completely miss the point. Among other changes was a reduction in energy crystal recharge seams in the classic mode, and to be honest, there seemed to be even fewer than what I personally remember there being. So I am leaning on the suspicion of there being foul play here. And finally, this game does have a remastered campaign, but it is absolute garbage because it completely removes player creativity from the equation. Many levels have only one solution, two at most, and go as far as to prohibit the player from using certain tools for no reason whatsoever. After being blocked from using the superior tunnel transport vehicle for the third mission in a row, I said screw this, I'm out. There is so much about this remake, read bootleg, that is just inexcusable. And it all boils down, yet again, to the preservation lie. Gamers do not want to preserve games. Gamers want the right to steal the intellectual property of games, change it according to their whims, and claim they did it better than the developers who created it in the first place. And that backhanded criticism is plastered all over the roll credits that are on this screen at this very moment. It is beyond disrespectful to claim to love a series while also claiming that it is bad enough to need a remake. We saw this shit with Rivals Plus. We saw it with The Crew Unlimited, and now we're seeing it here. Again, I would never have touched this copy if either LEGO Media or Data Design Interactive were still around. LEGO Media got eaten up by EA, and DDI basically went belly up over a decade ago. As for how things stand, I am legally obligated to disclose the source of the copy I used, and that is in the description. And I know that a lot of gamers will just not give a shit about IP rights and they'll play the game anyway. I just personally feel like you should not. But hey, I'm one person. And more than that, I only give Baklava the credit of programming the software. considering that the bulk of assets are one-to-one duplicates of assets that were created when this game originally came out. That is just how it be, yo. And lastly, I have no intention of ever playing a bootlegged game on my channel ever again. I have no desire to set a precedent here. What I want y'all to understand is that I do not support piracy, I do not support unsanctioned mods which go against the wishes of the developers or publishers, and if that makes me lawful evil or a corporate bootlicker, well, fuck all y'all, I don't really care. I believe in standing up for the original IP holders. Nothing else matters. So yeah, that's my piece. I do still hope you enjoyed, and thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next series.